It's a... It's a rather spitty gold tooth. How did you become a barber pirate?
I spent 10 years at sea on board the HMS Anathema, the fastest ship in the Scottish Navy.
So how did that help you become a barber pirate?
It was a clipper ship.
Ah. Do you know any arousing pirate stories?
Well, there is the story of the secret of Bulky Island. We were a crew of 200 men under the command of Big Jake McJuggernaut, the most powerful captain on the seas. One night in port, Captain Jake heard the tale of an enormous treasure buried somewhere on Bulky Island. We set sail and landed on the island within a fortnight and found the treasure the next morning.
Bulky Island? Where's that?
You won't find it on any map. Captain Jake took the location of the treasure to his grave. Oh, it was a beautiful sight. A tremendous chest made of solid gold. Big Jake leapt into the hole and wrapped his sinewy arms around the chest. He gathered his resolve, counted to 3, filled his lungs and lifted with all his might. The sound of his back cracking brought a grimace to even the most steel-hearted crewman. By nightfall, the lot of us were lying on the beach, writhing in pain.
Why didn't you work in pairs or groups of 3 or 4?
That would have been the weak man's way out. The pirate Angus MacHulcrum had followed us to Bulky Island, wanting the treasure for himself. The weakling used a lever and took the chest, laughing at us as he carried it to his ship. And my proud Captain McJuggernaut died in traction, cursing himself for not being strong enough.
Haggis. That's an unusual name.
I suppose it is, but haggis is just a nickname. The given name is heart, liver and kidneys boiled in the stomach of the animal McMutton.
Oh, so your parents were expecting a girl.
Aye.
How would you like to join my crew?
You seem like a nice enough sort, Guybrush, but a man cannot serve as my captain unless he earns me respect.
And how would a man go about doing that?
By besting me in a time-honored test of strength.
Australian rules football.
No, I'm talking about the traditional Highland display of strength and virility, the caber toss.
Oh, but in school I was always picked last for caber tossing.
Maybe it's because you weren't familiar enough with the sport. You see, the caber is a large tree trunk. We go to the field of competition, and each of us heaves the caber as far as he can. The man whose caber goes the farthest is the winner.
That's just about the stupidest sport I've ever heard of. And I watch cable television.
Aye, but you cannot argue with tradition.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
I would never follow such a weak captain.
Ahoy there! I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
So,
It's good to meet you, Mr.
Bill.
Bill? That's your pirate name, Bill?
Cutthroat Bill.
Oh, I see. Well, that puts a whole new spin on it, doesn't it? How'd you break into the hairstyling industry?
I saw an ad to join a barbershop quartet. Got a problem with that?
No, that must be very rewarding work.
What's that supposed to mean?
Mean? Just that, you know, cutting hair and singing must be just a lot of fun.
It's like a party every day. Some days I just don't know how to contain my joy. I get giddy, and the laughter bubbles out of me like a sparkling fountain of mirth and gaiety.
Okay, new topic. Are you ever going back to pirating?
Maybe. Someday. If I find the right captain.
Perfect. I'll be your captain. Onward to Blood Island and high adventure. Wanna come?
You, a captain? Hardly.
I'm the mighty pirate who defeated LeChuck.
And what do you have to show for it?
I've got a ton of cool stories.
Treasure? Immense mounds of gold and diamonds? Solid gold scepters of power? Anything?
Well, I've got these nickels.
Wooden?
Yeah.
Some treasure hunter you are. You couldn't find gold in a jewelry shop.
I bet I could find more gold than you've ever seen.
How much would you bet?
Well, I've got these nickels.
Right. Come back when you have some real treasure to show me.
Pirate stories. Got any?
Okay, here's a story. I started out as a crewman on the raging Tightwad, sailing out of Puerto Pollo. The captain was a master treasure hunter, a diviner from some ancient secret society. He had some weird fifth sense when it came to finding objects of value.
Is this gonna be scary? Because I warn you, I've been known to leap into the arms of total strangers when startled.
I have a razor.
Good point. Please go on.
We left port without a map, guided only by the captain's keen senses. We spent the first week going around in circles, until we realized the crew's gold earrings were throwing the captain off. After we tossed all our jewelry, gold coins, and belt buckles overboard, we got back on course.
Did you ever find any treasure?
We sailed for 2 years, and had finally started back to Plunder Island. But just as we started to doubt him, he paid off. We found sunken treasure right off the coast.
Wait a second. Was it an enormous pile of jewelry and gold coins and belt buckles at the bottom of the bay?
Exactly. How did you know that?
I just had a feeling. Are you sure you don't want to join my crew?
You still haven't proven you can find anything of value. Come back when you have some real treasure to show me.
It's been a pleasure. Bye. Ahoy there! I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Of course you are.
Okay then, who are you?
Edward Van Helgen.
Not the...
That's right, mine is the name that pirates fear the most. Edward Snugglecakes Van Helgen.
Dude! You went from pirating to hairstyling. Why?
The music of the sea is something that takes hold of your soul and never lets go. But the life of a sailor is a rough one, and the sea shows no mercy. It was no easy choice to leave, but I realized that I could still enjoy the music of the sea while remaining safely on land.
By hanging out at the docks and singing to passing sailors?
No, believe me, that doesn't work. By starting a barbershop quartet, obviously.
Obviously, but there are only 3 of you.
Auditions didn't go as well as we'd hoped. We once had a tenor named Dominique, but he left. Artistic differences.
You still haven't explained why you chose hairstyling.
Well, we spent so much time coming up with a clever name for the shop, we realized we were going to have to give up singing and actually become barbers. But I still like to think that we're not just cutting hair. That maybe, just maybe, we're teaching people a little bit about themselves.
How'd you like to join my ever-growing pirate crew?
Your crew? Why would I want to be on your crew?
It's gonna be a blast. We're going to Blood Island.
Sorry, Threepwood. As much as I'd love to be out at sea again, I could never serve a captain who wasn't a gentleman and who wasn't my equal.
Gentlemen, that's me all over.
Then prove it. If you can defeat me in a gentleman's duel, I'll join your crew.
All right, let's get to dueling.
No, no, no. There are rules. If you want to duel with me, you have to give me sufficient insults.
Okay. Did I mention you're a big old bedwetting duty head?
No, but I'm still not impressed.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
That's an old one. Come back when you have some fresher material, eh?
Nice cologne you're wearing. Did you actually roll around in dung or just dab a little behind each ear?
That's not the type of insult I had in mind.
Hey, that's a nice shirt. How long have you been colorblind?
Oh, please.
I don't want to insult you. Why can't we just get along? I bet you have a ton of cool pirate stories.
No, I couldn't.
Oh, come on. I'd really like to hear some of...
The year was 1675. We were on a course towards the wreck of the Rattling Phlegm. Our days were filled with songs of the voyage and the untold riches we'd find at our destination. 2 months into our journey, we realized something was horribly wrong.
Were you haunted by the spiteful ghost of a former captain?
No, a restless spirit would have been a welcome relief compared to the evil we faced. We were all stricken with a melody, a diabolical song that I shall never forget.
La 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 la.
Hey, that's kind of catchy.
Aye, all too catchy for a crew of 50 men confined to a ship hundreds of miles from port. No one could think of anything else, and many threw themselves into the sea rather than hear any more of the incessant humming. We returned with but 8 of our crew left. The doomed voyage of the Obsessivo-Compulsivo will haunt me forever.
Are you truly happy with this line of work?
I may return to the sea one day, but for now I'm happy helping pirates look their very best. At least until we find a fourth for our barbershop quartet.
I could be the fourth for your barbershop quartet.
No, that's okay. I was wrong. We don't need one after all.
Oh, come on. I've really got away with a ballad.
All right, then. Let's hear what you've got.
Plunder, plunder, how I wonder how'd ya get so doggone pretty? Home to sailors, barbers, tailors, and Puerto Pollo, your capital city.
Oh, my dear, sweet, merciful Savior in heaven.
Pretty good, huh?
You must take an oath now, before man and God, that you will never, ever again sing in public.
So, what are you telling me exactly? Let me try out for your barbershop quartet again.
No!
Oh, please, please. The spirit of music is in me.
All right.
But this is the last time.
Oh, there's a monkey in my pocket and he's stealing all my change. His stare is blank and glassy. I suspect that he's deranged.
Great sainted jumping monkeys!
What do you think, huh?
That was even more atonal than last time.
Hey, let me try out another song for your barbershop quartet.
Am I just not getting through to you, Threepwood?
Come on, this time will be great. Trust me.
If you insist.
Once my old man spoke to good King Triton and asked, why all this senseless fightin'? Why can't we men express emotion? Now I've got a friend in the...
Mother of all that we as humans hold sacred.
Well,
You're actually beginning to make me physically ill. Please, stop.
listen to me sing again. You'll love it this time.
I really, really, really don't want to.
No, believe me, I'm just getting warmed up. For those cold, dark shipboard nights, we've got boxers, briefs, and tights, made from cotton, silk, or satin, in styles Anglo, Dutch, and Latin. When you sail, don't take a chance. wearing nothing neath your pants. Trust Silver's long johns. They breathe.
Words. I need more words. My grasp of the language is not sufficient to describe the violent, retching nausea your singing is causing me to experience.
I'm not following you. Is that a good thing? I've got one song left for you. It's a showstopper.
Okay, whatever.
I'm hooked on you, baby, but the seas keep us apart. And there ain't no eye patch big enough to cover up my broken heart.
That's odd.
What? What? You liked it?
No, it was dreadful. It's just that my queasiness has subsided. But now I'm beginning to taste metal and see spots before my eyes. I'm afraid that your singing is so bad that it has caused me to have a stroke.
Whoa, look at the time. Gotta scoot. There's a plaque on this portrait. It says, Captain Richard Squawkins. There never was a more despicable knave, but we gave him an impeccable body wave. Captain Charles Vane. The captain stood 7 feet high in his boots, but you'd never have guessed that we dyed his roots. Another satisfied customer. Jack Rackham. Always a dapper crook. Jack wore the layered look. Captain Steve Grummet. He fought and he struggled. He kicked and he brawled. But when he left our shop, we made sure he was bald. Thomas Lude. Here was a dangerous man when accosted, but he looked pretty good when his hair had been frosted. Edward Screech. When it came to rum, Edward Screech never skimped. He drank a whole bottle while he had his hair crimped. Rachel Squall. This lady we're certain was no debutante. She killed 20 men while she wore this bouffant. In loving memory, Crackers, 1684 to 1685. What is that blue stuff in the jar anyway?
Ah, the old comb juice. 'Tis a fiery brew that's bested many a sailor with her fermented froth. It'll burn your throat unless you chase it with conditioner.
Never mind. There's a glove in here.
Now there's a challenge. To the field of honor. Choose your weapon.
I choose the banjo.
I accept.
You do?
pretty good, boy. Let's see you follow this.
He's good. I'll never beat him.
What? You shot my banjo.
You can't be sure of that. That shot may have come from the grassy knoll.
Of all the lowdown tricks, I never heard of anything so low. I completely misjudged you. You are a pirate after all. I'd be proud to join your crew.
Great.
I'll just pack this stuff up and get ready. And give me back my gun.
I'll need 2 more sailors for my crew. Check this out.
Is that real gold? I guess you can find treasure.
So, you'll join my crew?
Sure, as long as my partners will join too.
I'll need 1 more sailor for my crew. It's a wooden sawhorse supporting that. Whoa, my head is spinning. I gotta lay off the rum. That wood is too hard for the biscuit cutter to cut. It's the Long John Silver Center for the Performing Arts. Are you sure you don't want to join my crew?
It's as I told you, Guybrush, not until you can best me in the caber toss.
Sounds great. Let's do it. Hey, I win!
By the spiraling bouffant of me great Uncle McManus! Never before have I seen such strength. Sure, I'll join your crew. I'll wait at the shop until you're ready to leave.
Well, I got my whole crew.
A barrel of grog and a chicken. Ha ha! Look at all this stuff, mate. Oh, that must have been some battle. Let's pull up anchor and make for Skull Island. King Andre will pay through the nose for all this loot.
Wait a minute. There's something else.
It's some kind of footwear. Hey, those are nice boots.
But they're still hot. Ow, 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 ow.